I could literally get up there and explain what the fuck I did, how I did it, and explain to them my life so that they could see what happened. I also want to talk about seminars. Mm-hmm. We need to be doing seminars at the course to start, and very small. I was talking to Dave on the weekend, and there's 3 things that work very well if you can leverage. Number 1 is fitness and nutrition. Number 2 is financial freedom. And number 3 is relationships. Mm-hmm. So we have the brands for nutrition and fitness. Okay, we have the brands. Okay, obviously Canadian Protein, Canadian Meal Prep. We have that on lock. Okay. Number 2, we have Coachwood Capital for financial freedom. Okay, so we have that, and then the relationship stuff. Again, if it wasn't for what I went through when I went through that breakup with that girl, with one of my exes, there's no chance that any of this would exist. Mm-hmm. It was because of that reason that all of this shit exists. In that moment, I made a conscious decision that I will never feel that way because of what I was going through. I will never be. I wanted to develop the life that attracted, number 1, the female that I wanted, the woman that I wanted. Number 2, the lifestyle that I wanted. And it, like I said, in that moment, I made a conscious effort where I didn't want to be the same person anymore, and I'm not. I'm not the same, and I think that's very interesting to people. I think that would be very interesting for people to realize and understand that I went through a transformation myself, and it's produced this, and I'm not naturally this guy. Mm-hmm. I consciously made an effort to change who I was so that I could produce all of this and produce a life that I wanted, get the girl, all that stuff. So I don't know what kind of seminar we should be putting together. I don't know if it should be like what we were talking about, like the real estate weekend and stuff like that. I almost feel like what we should do is produce like a boot camp weekend. I don't even know what you call it. What would you call something like that, Dave?
Full weekend?
Yeah, like a boot camp or something like that. That's kind of like, maybe we only do 5 people. Maybe we only do 10 people, right? But it's a high value because it will change your life.
Yeah.
You can adopt the mindsets that we adopt, and it's not something that we have to change all the time. Mm-hmm. It's not something that we have to pivot. You get what I'm trying to say? It's not something that we could do it monthly, but it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Right? So we do it once, and it's repeated.
What is the funnel? Like, what are we funneling them to?
Like, literally, like, here's and exactly. Number 1, you have to change how you look. You fucking have to, right?
Life transformation.
It's everything. It's you have to look good, you have to feel good, and you have to change your mindset. Like, no fucking question. So we will produce, again, get on our fucking meal prep, or if you can't get on ours, you don't live in the right spot, get on another one, or fucking do something that's going to be able to be sustainable for you. Okay? Start fucking working out and start consuming certain supplements or whatever. We could put together something. We could build something out that's a little bit more custom or whatever. We can even use custom. We can leverage what's already even out there in the market, right? This isn't something that's like not necessarily, publicly available to everybody. We could just present it to them, and then honestly, like, start making moves to take control of your financial situation and develop the financial freedom that you're supposed to have in order to develop the lifestyle that's attractive. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, we have the things, we have the tools to be able to offer these people. And I have literally gone through it myself in my own fucking life. I have literally gone through it. I wouldn't even have to produce a seminar in terms of like, like what we did with the real estate seminar where it was like bullet pointed and it was all like written out. I wouldn't even have to do that. I could literally get up there and explain what the fuck I did, how I did it, and explain to them my life so that they can see what happened. I think that the reason why I think that that's a little bit more valuable than, say, putting together a real estate seminar or whatever is because I feel a lot of people are in my shoes or were in my shoes, how I was back in the day. They don't know how to attract the woman that they want. They don't know how to change how they look. They have an issue with that. They don't know how to attract or gain financial freedom. They don't know. They need someone that's been through it. They need someone that's relatable. I feel like I'm relatable because I've actually I know what it's like to go to a bar and feel nervous as fuck not being able to talk to a woman. I know what that feeling's like. I know what it's like. And I also know what it's like to go walk into a bar and get any girl I want. So that's a big difference right there. And I feel like that might be a kicker for being able to offer something very different. Because not only do I have that knowledge and I've been through those experiences, but we also offer the tools in order to change your physical appearance, as well as the tool to, position yourself for, future financial freedom with us. I feel like that's something that might be interesting in terms of like a boot camp weekend, right? We take them back in the gym. Like we do certain shit with them. It's a little bit more. And then we're going to have investors. You're going to tell me that those people won't fucking invest with us? Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me? They're going to be adopting my mindset, which is the mindset that they fucking need. Like seriously, they need this. They need this. And then what we do is maybe we do like, a night, like a Thursday night where it's like a real estate seminar on a specific topic and we bring a guest. I'm not saying we shouldn't do that. I'm saying that might be something. I'm saying those three things, and it spoke about it in the book that I was listening to. Those three things, if you can master one of those and present it in such a way, it's a fucking golden goose. We have three. We have three of those. Mm-hmm. We offer the products and services, and I've been through the experiences that these people are fucking dying to understand. Like I've been through it in my own fucking life.
Yeah. So next step. So essentially, it'd be like a weekend long boot camp. We'll figure out the name of it and everything. Essentially, what would be like the topics and everything that you'd want to cover over the course? You'd want to do, for example, 2 days, 8 hours a day.
Sure. I don't know how we would structure this, but I think that this is, Dave, what do you think about offering something like that? Like, how do you actually feel about that? Because you've had experience with like, all this kind of stuff.
You just gotta make sure that they feel like they walked away with value. That's it.
For sure. Yeah.
Work backwards from there, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we need to have something that they walk away with.
For sure. Yeah. And I might be wrong. I might be totally off base here, right? But the reason why I like this is because somebody coming in for a real estate seminar, I understand that it's a target demographic. It's very targeted. I get it. But I also feel like to some extent that those people are going to be looking for information on their own, like for their own gain, right? And not necessarily wanting to, invest with Coachwood Capital. We're not going to be able to leverage them necessarily for the other stuff that we're doing, that kind of thing, right? And I don't mean leverage in a fucking skeezy way. That's not what I'm trying to say. Like we offer true value. Like these brands that were, the Canadian Protein, Canadian Meal Prep, and like Coachwood Capital. Yeah. Like we offer a lot of value with those. Like those are some serious fucking tools that people can accomplish their goals with. Okay. I feel like if we were to produce seminars like that, I feel the advantage is we're going to change the mindset of these people, and it's almost going to be like, I feel like a cult. You start. I'm not joking. I'm serious. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It's a cult. It's a cult thing. We will be able to develop an army of similar people with similar thought processes because they're going to be adopting mine. The thought process and the experiences that I went through were absolute fucking game changing in my life There's no way anybody can argue that. It's the only reason why I'm here. That is the deciding factor of why I'm here. Okay, it's because I've consciously made a decision to change how I thought, who I was, and everything. Okay, those people will be following us wherever we go.